Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports.
Please welcome.
Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they made the postseason both times.
It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
You know, it is so
47-yard
refreshing
line.
for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They go counter. It's Jacobs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. Pass brought in by Watson. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at
From
the
a great throw
20-yard line.
to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Escapes out to the left.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
12-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Love using the legs here. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Love. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
7-yard gain. That's another Packers first down. First and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
He finds Jacobs here underneath. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. On his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts looking to throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And an Eagles first down. A gain of 7. And an Eagle first down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Barkley up the pistol give. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 3 yards.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Now Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You've got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers with a 2nd and 7. Love out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So second down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't.
On target to Musgrave.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Stick it in the air. Love. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing again. Love. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get some late points and the lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Eagles 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. First down throwing for Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 37-yard line.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. And again, here's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They motion the tight end over. He's back to throw. This one's caught. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. On now is McManus to kick this away. Bigsby with the return. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
I'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Man in motion, headed right. 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. He'll try and run this. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
That's Dotson with a catch out right. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Gets him on the in route. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Love from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. 1st down, around with Barkley. Going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
All set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That's another.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee it. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He keeps the option on second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a third-quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent, but in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
He was brought down by Zach.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up second and 9.
Brings up second.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
That's complete to Musgrave.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Love on third and short. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Packers first down.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he's taken down at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
15 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Love. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff here to Jacobs. It's inside the 10. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll run, Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Again, it's Jacobs. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Motion, motion, motion.
He'll throw it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
At 21 apiece.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Bigsby with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay.
At the 47-yard line.
Eagles with a little more work to do to win it here. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Keeping it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. The Packers take their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He is to throw. Has it down close.
First pass. Complete to Devontae Smith. A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Trying to get it with the option. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Packers 21.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Packers take over.
The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. He'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA.